work in the arts. I work in music. I've been laid off a few times. I find that there's not as much hiring, or I do a lot of project work and freelance work. That's slowed down. Everyone seems to be paring down to less number of people that are working to do the same amount of work, which puts pressure on you when you do work. I worked for Barack Obama to get him elected. I also made a film. It's called Ohio Issues Now, Election 2008. And it was filmed in Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati. And it was asking people what they thought the most important issues in Ohio were as related to the election. We always hear from the media, we always hear from politicians. I wanted to give a regional and local view of what people were experiencing in their own cities and their own areas. We have lost a lot of manufacturing and industrial jobs because this is an industrial belt. They have not been refitted for progressive uses such as green technology, which they could be. Retooling industry to turn around to green technology and also education were the two biggest responses. I heard of job losses. Medical was right up there in the sense that people were having trouble getting it. They couldn't afford to get prescriptions, even if they had insurance. Every American should be able to get health insurance at a reasonable cost. And I say if you have a certain number of people, you know, like maybe in my profession, why couldn't we pool and get insurance? No regulation just translates to hands-off. Greed is going unbridled. Our sense of fairness and our sense of the government protecting us from that has been completely lost in the past 8 years. We need to do a lot more profit sharing among workers and people with ideas. We should start looking at our economy and what we need to do to re-strengthen our economy. Like the WPA was a brilliant idea, and we have quite a few examples of WPA architecture in Cincinnati, Ohio that are still standing. Very well built, very beautiful structures that were sound and still are sound that came about through the WPA. We'll just have to fight for what's right, band together, just like we did to elect this president who seemed unlikely but actually made it. And things have turned around in history before. We can do it again.